Sorry, I just got back from working out at the gym. When I say working out, I mean light therapy exercises. I'm not talking about lifting 1,000 pounds. I want to see how many of you guys are night crawling. How many of you guys can't get no sleep? Now, I actually slept most of the day today because I got so tired earlier that I just it's happening to me more often because like what happens now is when I get pain, I just like I tire out earlier than usual, so then I end up getting tired. I end up getting tired really early. Like I'll like do something, and I mean something. I mean like going out to dinner or something, and then like when I get back, I'm like, okay, I can't move anymore. So then like I'll sleep 5 6 hours like in the evening, let's say, and then I'll sleep a few hours more. You know, it's random. It's not predictable. It's like sometimes I'm up during the day, sometimes I'm up during the night. But how many of y'all are up late at night? Sometimes we get to catch up with our people in Australia, Indonesia, Japan. You know, I get to catch up with people on the other side of the world, England as well. Vernon, always. What's up, man? Welcome on board. So, yeah, like now I get like if I go out and do something like go to dinner, I'll be so tired that like when I get home, I'll just go to sleep. And the next thing I know, I slept 5 6 hours, and then I wake up like at 2 or 3 in the morning. But I feel really good. I went to the gym and I did. My physical therapist gives me like homework that I'm supposed to do at home, but I haven't been doing it. You know, I get like physical therapy homework, and I'm supposed to be doing it, but then I don't do it because I'm in so much pain that I'm not able to do it. But I've been doing it. So let me see who's checking in. Anybody from the United States not sleeping? It's kind of brave to go live at 2 in the morning because I know most of y'all probably not sleeping this late. We gotta have a conversation though. What's on your mind? Florida. What's good? What's popping? Make sure y'all check in. Let me know where you're watching from too. If you okay, we got the DMV in the house. That's DC, Virginia, Maryland. The DMV, Department of Motor Vehicle Metro Area up in here. Yeah, buddy. Washington D.C. I liked on the Maryland side. I had some pretty good food over there. We got Jeff Mack shaking in from the Orlando, Edmonton, Canada. Okay. This song right here's for the city I love. Represent for the old time, baby. We got Orlando in the house. So, talking about the DMV, when I went to Washington, D.C., now I think Washington, D.C. is like a weird city because like there's all these things you got to check out. We got El Paso in the house. Washington D.C. is a weird city. Like when I went to Washington D.C., like we ate in Maryland. We ate at this. I think it was a Cuban restaurant in Maryland, but all the customers were like very diverse area. It's just like north of Washington D.C. on the Maryland side. I kind of like the area too. It was called I can't remember the name of the suburb, but it was like some suburb in Maryland, right outside of right outside of D.C. And I kind of like the vibe. Yeah, so there's a lot of good areas in Maryland. The thing about that part of the country, like Virginia, it's very hard to explore Washington D.C. because once you get in the Northeast, do I like French Montana? Oh, I saw it. You came back out of that, Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash tried to back out of asking me if I like French Montana. Um, well, he had that one song that became internationally popular where he filmed a music video in Africa. What was that song called? You guys remember it? Vernon backed out of the question. No, Johnny Cash backed out of the question. Historically, D.C. was part of Maryland. You look like French Montana. Let me hit you with the mop stick. When you coming back to Old Town, man, I've been dying to go back to Orlando, but I'm still with the wheelchair, with the ill share down there. I'm still crawling along. He is a rapper. The first time I saw it was it. I can't remember the name of the video. Anybody remember that one song he did where it was like an international hit because he filmed the music video He filmed a music video in Africa somewhere. You guys remember that? It was like a really neat video, and it blew up internationally. I think the last song he dropped was called Mop Stick with Kodak Black. Can I borrow your kidney? No drinking, no Johnny Cash, no drinking. Um, you look like French Montana. I didn't really know if I look like him. I could grow the what's he got going, the dreads or the beard? No, I don't think so. You know, I hope I get better. I'm trying. I just got back from the gym. I'm doing a lot of physical therapy exercises. No, my kidney's still good. I haven't destroyed that yet. Jose looking like a Venezuelan now. No, I'd have to be skin. You got to be skinnier and wear Jordans to be Venezuelan. I just can't. You just Johnny Cash says he's just. All right, man. Welcome on board. Now, for me to be Venezuelan, their accent, I don't really get their accent. Like, I still haven't picked up on the Venezuelan accent. Like their Spanish accent, I don't really get it. They have a very like neutral accent. I think compared to other like Colombians, they have a really good accent. Cubans, Dominicans, like Dominicans, oh, pero que lo que tú no que soy dominicano. Like all the Spanish people, Puerto Ricans, Puerto Rico, like all the Latin people, Cuban, que vuelta seo, mi hermano, like all the Spanish people, we have our own different accents that are easy to like mimic. But with Venezuelans, that accent they have, I haven't really figured it out. It's a very like bland accent. Dang, they got the police helicopter out here. I love Dominicans, man. They got some good food. I love Dominican food. Um, there's a Dominican restaurant in Port Charlotte now called El Rincón del Mofongo. I'm gonna tell you, boy, that thing popping, man. That place is exceptionally good food. El Rincón del Mofongo in Port Charlotte. Very good Dominican food. And then we got a Dominican place in Broward County. I think it's called Santo Domingo. I can't remember the name of the Dominican place in Broward County. But when we got a place in Broward County. I think it's like right outside of Sunrise. Somewhere between Sunrise and Lauderhill. We got a Dominican place over there we go to. It's like off of University, I think. It's a Dominican place in Broward County. That's pretty good. What's good with Dominican food in Orlando? Anybody know about good Dominican food in Orlando? Now, the Puerto Rican food in Orlando, my goodness, since all the Puerto Ricans moved up to Orlando, there's this place called Cilantrillo in Kissimmee that is like Puerto Rican food is probably, I'm going to be real. I know Cuban food is more popular in Florida, but man, them Puerto Ricans can cook. The problem with Dominican food is that they use this like sauce. It's like a sauce that they put on the mofongo, and I don't know what it's called, but it always gives me heartburn, and I love it. A lot going on. We got a Puerto Rican restaurant up here, man. Puerto Ricans can cook. Do you watch Pepper channels? Prepper channel? Nah. If it's what I think you're talking about, like doomsday type people, man, them people need help, man. Ain't no telling what the world's gonna do. We know things are gonna get bad, but we don't really like the whole preparing for. Some people need help, bro. You gotta keep living your life. You can't like when I lived in Alabama. Like people in Alabama were really into prepping and they're storing ammunition and like some people all need help, bro. All the people that like when I lived in Alabama, like you see the people in Alabama where like they're preparing for wars and they're stockpiling ammo and they got canned food for years and you know that's all wasting your money, bro. Like enjoy instead of buying ammunition, take your family on a vacation. Don't buy ammunition, go on vacation. Like them people in Alabama, like they'll spend thousands of dollars on guns and ammunition and canned food and preparing for the world to end. Man, go on a vacation with your family, bro. You know what I mean? All that like when I lived in Alabama, them people were really into that stuff, bro. And I thought it was just the stupidest thing you could ever do. Like basically, you're being conned by the manufacturers of ammunition. Then people got to grow. I mean, like I hated that about Alabama. It's like everybody in Alabama stockpiling ammo, and You know, well, I couldn't find any ammo today. Like, bro, like, instead of buying ammunition, take your family on a vacation, bro. You know what I mean? Enjoy your life. Go to a hotel. Go to a resort. You know what I mean? Go do something with yourself. Go to a nice restaurant. Enjoy your life, bro. I hated that about Alabama, bro. All them um, doomsday preparing people. Enjoy your life, bro. Enjoy life while you have it. And people in Alabama are crazy, bro. All right, so Mexican restaurants. Yeah, man. Like the thing about Mexican restaurants over here is like we got Wilmama. So I live in Lakewood Ranch. We got Wilmama right down the road, and Wilmama is one of the most Mexican towns in Florida. So I can drop down to Wilmama and I can get Mexican food over there on point. We got Wachula down the road. Bradenton, I'm gonna be honest. Mexican food in Bradenton, there's good Mexican food, but it's not like incredible. I think the Mexican food in Bradenton, I think could be better. Now we got a few food trucks that are pretty good. Like there's good Mexican food. It's not bad, but you can go to Wilmama. You can get some crazy good Mexican food. Um, I can be in Wilmama. Who's Mama? Will Mama. That's a little town here in Florida. It's called Wilmama. It's outside of Tampa. It's like a Mexican town right outside of Tampa. You go over there, man. You get some Mexican food, and then you got Wachula, Arcadia. Um, I found some okay Mexican food in Northport, believe it or not, in Port Charlotte. Port Charlotte and Northport, man, they're getting their game up. What's up, my brother, man? I'm doing all right. Um, so when it comes to like Mexican food, though, Sarasota's got a few good places. There's a place on Washington called Guadalupana. They're pretty good. And then there's another place in South Sarasota on 41. They're called like Tampiqueña. No, that's not it. Toluca. I can't remember the name, but they're pretty good. And then we discovered another one in South Sarasota that's on a major intersection next to that bar where we saw that fight. I can't remember the name of the place either. I think it's called Plaza Mexico, and they're pretty good. So, Mazatlán, Sinaloa, better over here. No, en Mazatlán, Sinaloa. To be honest, me gustaría algún día ir a Mazatlán. Yo sé que es un lugar bello. Me gustaría ir a Mazatlán, pero ¿cómo está el turismo? ¿Está peligroso ir ahí? Is it safe to go to Mazatlán? Because I know Sinaloa get it cracking, man. Is it safe to go to? Do you live in Mazatlán? War News. Do you live in Mazatlán, Sinaloa? ¿Vives ahí en Mazatlán? ¿Cómo está actualmente Mazatlán? Yo sé que es un pueblo bonito. It's beautiful. They have David says, "Am I a vampire?" No, I'm just tired. Look at my face, bro. I'm like literally falling asleep on you guys. I have look at my eyes. You know I'm tired and sleepy. Look at my eyes, bro. I don't even know how I'm awake right now, bro. Does this guy? Do you live in Mazatlan, Sinaloa? I know it's one of the most beautiful places in Mexico. Watching from Compton, California. California knows how to party. In the city of Compton, they keep it rocking. Man, I love Los Angeles. That's one place I would really like to love. I would love to live in Los Angeles. You know, yeah, you caught the live, Dior. Welcome on board. I figured like that some people might be up really late. Jaja, ¿no crees la propaganda de Estados Unidos? Ya sabes, estás seguro acá. La Sinaloa sí que guarda la paz. Bueno, yo quisiera verdaderamente ir a Mazatlán. Yo sé que el Malecón es una de las ciudades más lindas de todas las Américas. Eh, y me gustaría ir. I would love to go to Mazatlán, Sinaloa. I know no es un sitio que normalmente una gente va de vacaciones porque es un poquito peligroso, le dice la gente, pero um, me gustaría ir a Mazatlán, verdad que sí, me gustaría ir a Mazatlán. Yo sé que es una ciudad bella y la música me gusta. I like everything about, that's a place I definitely want to go. You say you like California. California is beautiful, man. I love going to California. I love like Los Angeles a lot. Not so much the city, but like I liked like Downey. I liked it really much. Like And that's the thing. I didn't get to see a fraction. If I see more of it, I think I would love living in California. To be honest, um, the state's politics are kind of crappy, but so does Florida's the same garbage either way. You're welcome here. No hay peligro. Aún dicen esos. Eres tú conocidos. Eso tú conocidos. Sí, quisiera ir allá, bro. Me gustaría ir a Mazatlán, Sinaloa. Yo sé que las playas son bonitas y verdaderamente me gustaría ir a Mazatlán como turista. Eh, Me gustaría ir también a Mérida, Yucatán. El problema es que tú sabes que como está el mundo no es fácil viajar, but I really would like to go to Mexico. Do I like Miami, bro? I would love to live in Miami. That's another city I love, but man, it's a lot of people moving out of Miami right now. They can't. The HOA fees are going up for people. Katie's working with a bunch of people leaving Miami. I don't mean like I can't really talk about her business, but she's getting a lot of customers that are just leaving Miami because the HOA fees are going up for everybody. Miami and Fort Lauderdale area too. Miami and Fort Lauderdale, a lot of people are leaving those metropolitan areas because the HOA fees are going up. So um, it's good for us because she'll be able to help people and get some sales. But what they're doing in Miami is criminal. I bet they're going to Lehigh. No, everybody's moving to like Ocala, Brooksville, kind of like everybody's aiming a little bit north of Lehigh. Because the thing is, like Lehigh, everybody knows, everybody kind of understands what's up with Lehigh. So they're coming a little bit into Central Florida, which I think is going to become as expensive as South Florida any day now. So the people that are leaving Miami are, I'm going to make a video soon, probably within the next month, hopefully next week if I'm able to get to it. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video right now, David. My next video, I already recorded the video. I already downloaded the files. I just have to edit the video. The next uploaded videos that you guys are gonna get is gonna be about the condo situation in Florida. Now, a lot of people are, and then after that, I'm gonna follow it up with a video about what areas people leaving Miami are moving to. That's a very important video I got going on. Uh, I think Redfin. I had to go to Redfin and get some information off their website. They're pretty good about knowing where people are moving from where to where. St. John's in the house. Say what? Oscar Dia de St. John's County. Ocala's cheaper, but Ocala sucks. And I wouldn't want to live in Ocala. Oh, we got Osceola, Iowa in the house. Okay, we got Osceola County in Florida. Dallas, Texas. Dallas. Are people leaving for other parts of Florida or out of state? A little bit of both. Some people are moving in the Central Florida area, and others are just outright leaving the state. Things are getting nasty in Florida, man. A lot of people are leaving. The Amish beard goes hard. Show is, man. I trim it too. I don't let it grow more than that. When I let it grow more than that, I hold it right about there. No more than that though. That's about it right there. I ain't gonna go no more than that. When it gets longer than that, it starts to feel itchy and I look nasty. I'm gonna keep it like this. I like it nice and low. I wish it'd grow in a little denser. Oh, late at night, man. You hear me? Stay up late, you hear me? Making Georgia in the house. What up, man? You know you hate us a lot, but we love you. Oh, appreciate you, Ray. We got Ray Daniels saying he loves me for making Georgia. Man, I appreciate you being here, man. Um, I like Gray, Georgia, a little town right outside of Macon. I kind of like Gray a lot. I like Gray, Georgia, man. There's a little place called Gray right outside of Macon, and they actually have a Jack's in Gray. I don't know if you got Jack's. Um, do you have a Jack's in Ray Daniels? You know that little chicken place from Alabama called Jack's. Do you have one in Macon yet? I know they got one in Gray, Georgia, and I love it. I can't wait to get up there just for that Jack chicken, man. They're gonna open one in the Florida Panhandle soon. They're gonna put one on the other side of Pensacola somewhere. I appreciate you. Welcome on board. Floral City is nice. I like Floral City. It's pretty out there. Basically, anything in that circle of Floral City is a good place for people to move to. And Um, why not lose weight? I just got out of the gym right now. I'm sweating, bro. Look, I just got out of the gym. But I'm not. I can't do actual exercise. I'm doing therapy workouts. No Jackson Macon. They're all down in Alabama. There's one in Gray, bro. You gotta try it. They're awesome. I mean, it's like trash food, but I like it. Okay, people love me. That's very nice of you to say. Yeah. So what's probably gonna happen? Okay, so Katie's real estate career. Greetings from Graceland. Okay. How's Katie's real estate career going? Very good. She's doing good. So Jack sucks. They're not great, man. It's just I liked it when I lived in Alabama. So she's doing very good with got that Amish drip drip. That's right, man. Look at that. So so here's what's up with Katie. Look, okay, so everybody right now is moving to Ocala, Floral City, Brooksville, that whole area, right? So I'm thinking because most of Katie's customers are people leaving South Florida, that we may actually have to move to Central Florida when my lease expires because everybody is moving there. Like all the people from South Florida, like I can't tell you guys how many people she's working with and all that because that's her business and I can't. She's got to keep her stuff private, but just about the what I'm starting to see the trend right now is people leaving Naples, Miami, especially Miami and Broward County. People are leaving Miami and Broward, and they're going up to the Ocala area. So I don't really want to live up there, but if all her customers want to buy in that area, we're going to have to move up there. She's got a few people that are interested in this area here in Sarasota. They're going to be the little bit more affluent ones, but the ones that just can't afford it anymore, a lot of them are going way further north in the Ocala, which I don't like that area at all. And Central Florida is out of control right now. Um, it's bad up there. Crime in Central Florida is getting bad, and it's not the people that are moving from Miami. They're making it better. Well, the thing with David is that when she's getting a lot of sellers and buyers, because she's helping people with the whole process. So she's getting people that on both sides of that. So she's going to be helping a lot of the people she's getting. She'll be selling the house wherever they're leaving. Like a lot of the customers she's getting now are people from South Florida, selling down there, moving up here. So she's going to help them sell and she's going to help them buy. So it's a double for her. Um, the problem is really going to be that I don't want to leave Sarasota. I like it here. You know what I mean? I like Sarasota. Ocala Old Town too crowded. I don't like Ocala to be honest. Um, she's got customers also moving in all directions throughout the state. So I guess what's nice about where she's at now is that she's finally getting some traction, and there are people moving within the state of Florida. So, but you got to understand, there's people that are leaving. Like, there's people that are leaving Central Florida and try to move to Sarasota to be near the beaches or in Naples for safety because Central Florida is getting bad. So there's also people leaving Central Florida and coming into South Florida because they have more money and they don't want to be around the garbage in Central Florida. Because Central Florida, to be honest, is not as nice as it's not as nice as South Florida. Everybody's killing everybody down here afterwards. They don't put anybody left. It's getting tight in Florida, man. A lot of people are having to move just because they can't afford it. A lot of people are moving simply because they cannot afford it, and it's sad. It shouldn't be that way. A lot of people that are moving right now are not moving because they want to. They're moving because their HOA fees are going up. Their insurance went up $600 a month. They're getting assessments that are just through the roof. I mean, right now, a lot of people are going to start moving in Florida, and I think it's not for good reasons. It's because it's becoming so difficult to live here. you know. And the same thing, just like there's people from South Florida moving into North Florida, there's people from North Florida that are moving to South Florida because they have more money and they're seeing that North Florida is going to crap. So um, I'm glad it's warm weather again. When I say Central Florida, I'm not talking about Orlando. I'm talking about like Ocala, Citrus County, Sumter County, Lake County. Not so much Orlando. I'm talking more like along the coast. I can't believe we're up to 73 people this late at night. That's crazy. What's good example of city? I'm gonna make a video about that soon. I have to do some new research. I'll be honest, I haven't been up there in about a year almost. Um, I have to do a lot of research before I make the list. But I'm gonna make a video of like best places to move up in that area. Some areas are just out of control. Others are doing better. I know Inverness is looking pretty good. Floral City's looking pretty good. Marion Oaks is growing, but it's turning into like a Lehigh. I just gotta do my research. I really wish I was healthier and I could. Didn't like that car rolling through like that. I don't want to have to pop me a fool out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do it, but if I have to, I will. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? I'm cold, dog. Greetings from Louisiana. Hey, Steve. Welcome on board. Louisiana. 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 Marion Oaks is New York, quite literally. Have you seen Kensington and Philadelphia? I've done like 3 videos there. It's a nightmare. Kensington is a very sad place. I've done at least 2 videos there. Hey, bro, looks like eats people at breakfast. Bro, looks like he eats people at breakfast. I'm from Germany. How is living in Florida? Well, good nighten. How do you say good night in German? Bro, Katie speaks a little bit. My wife Katie speaks a little bit of German. I don't speak any German. Guten something. I don't know how you say good night in German. I tried, okay? Rocking the Abe Lincoln beard. Gut Nacht. That's right. Good Nacht. So, yeah, that's a lot of Germans here. It's nice for Germans. There's a lot of Germans all over Florida. I mean, um, there's, Spring Hill has a lot of Germans. Tampa, Fort Lauderdale, Naples. I went to school with a lot of German people. When I lived in Naples, Florida, I went to school in Naples with a girl from Germany. Her name was Julia, and then another girl called Chelsea. So yeah, a lot of Germans live in Naples. Cape Coral's got a lot of Germans. Yes, a lot of Germans. When you coming back to Chicago, bro? We got Chirac Maybach in the house. Chirac watching. Um, Honestly, bro, with this whole physical therapy thing and recovering from my injury, I don't know when I'm gonna be good to travel. And I hate. Late at night, you always get a bunch of idiots. Late at night, late at night, you always get a bunch of idiots on the live stream. Um, Dwight, Kurt, man, you about to get deleted off the channel if you keep being stupid permanently. I don't see that. That's cool. No, because the YouTube's already like YouTube already knows he's trolling, so it deletes it. You guys won't see it. Ghana, Jacksonville's nice. The rest there sucks. Yeah, I like Jacksonville. I like along the beaches and stuff. They're getting a lot of diversity by the beaches. I really do want to go to Chirac, man. Roll down little little village. I want to go to Chicago again, bro. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. My health is so messed up right now. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to travel again. I hate it. The last 7 months, I ain't been able to travel. Palm Beach County. Palm Beach County is kind of improving a little bit right now, but there's still a few pockets that are bad. Okay, I'm gonna delete this moron. I warn him. Later now, you get a bunch of idiots. Have you been to New Zealand? I would love to go to New Zealand, but I haven't been to New Zealand. Outside of the United States, the only places I've been to is Cuba, Mexico, and Canada. Chicago is the best city in the country, best skyline, best food. The problem with Chirac is basically Chirac, man. It's just there's too much crime in Chicago, and the all the Chicago's in the Rust Belt right now. You don't really see it so much in the urban core of Chicago, but when you look at the rural counties surrounding Chicago, they're really losing population. And I don't mean like immediately the urban core. When you just zoom out, you look at Illinois, Wisconsin, northern Indiana, spreading into Ohio, is a part of the country where a lot of people are leaving. You know, a lot of people are leaving the Chicago area. I don't mean like directly in the city of Chicago. I mean like the counties around Chicago are losing a lot of people. You know, so you want to move to Canada? I think it's very complicated to move to Canada. So like, what I could tell about Canada, it's a much better country, much safer, much cleaner. Obviously, the weather's colder, which is a complete turn off for me. Um, I like Canada more than the United States if you're okay with frigid weather. But it seems like a more complicated country to live in. It seems like in America, in the United States, you have more what we call freedom, which sometimes that freedom is what leads to a lot of the crime problems we have. A lot of the problems we have in the United States stem from that freedom. Canada doesn't have that freedom, so I think it's a more rigid lifestyle, which in turn makes a safer society. But I kind of enjoy. Um, if it wasn't for the weather, I live in Canada. Let's just put it that way. But it's definitely a more rigid country. Like, and you have to be more professional in Canada, more sophisticated. I feel like in the United States, a lot of people are really trashy. You know, there's not as much expectation for people in the United States. A lot of Venezuelans are moving to Chicago and Denver. Really, I didn't know that. I didn't know where they were ending up. Yes, Chicago does have good suburbs, but here's the thing, bro. Nobody is moving to Chicago, man. Detroit, Chicago, Ohio, New York, Pennsylvania. Nobody is moving to the cold states. People want to be in Florida, Carolinas, Texas, Arizona, California. People want to be in the Sun Belt. People really like nobody's really gonna move like even Michigan is just taking a hit, bro. Like Ohio, Michigan, New York, people just aren't moving up north. Make sure y'all hit the like button for real. We only got 14 likes. Yeah, I know there's a lot of nice suburbs in Chicago. I like Chicago and I like the area, but ain't nobody moving up to a cold state, bro. What I love about Chicago is it has no natural disasters. Four Seasons, the lakefront, it would seem weird. Yeah, no, I get you, bro. I like Chicago for the skyline. I like the sports teams as well. Good food, but you got to understand, ain't nobody moving to any city in the north right now. People want to be in the Sun Belt, California, Arizona, Texas, Florida, Gulf Coast, Carolinas, the Sun Belt. That's the only place people want to live. A lot of people do in the Pacific Northwest too, but it offers more nature. The thing about Chicago too is like it doesn't, other than the lake and all that, but that's not really impressive to people. People really want nature. Like they really want to be near palm trees, beaches, mountains. And in Chicago, it's just kind of cornfields for hundreds of miles, so it doesn't really offer a lot of things people are looking. I feel you, bro. Please do prefer hot weather. I get it. Not me though. I'm a hot. No, let's talk about the food too, man. The pizza, but I like going to Chicago, bro. Kind of scary, man. I tell you, Chicago. But then I do, depends what neighborhood you're in too. I was in some pretty scary neighborhoods. Didn't they kill that one dude in front of like a? They killed that one dude in front of the duck guy. They killed him in front of like in downtown, in front of a like luxury, in front of the Louis Vuitton store or something downtown. That's crazy, man. So Chirac, when I went to Chicago, I went to eat at a Cuban restaurant in Humboldt Park, and there was this Cuban restaurant there, and I wanted to eat Cuban food because I'm Cuban. And I kid you not, bro, they literally whacked somebody right behind the restaurant. Like we're eating at this restaurant, and right behind the restaurant, somebody got whacked. And I'm talking, they had like this giant like RB looking police monster truck, with all the investigators, the whole block taped off. And I'm eating at this restaurant, and there's cops everywhere, bro. And I could tell these two dudes were walking by, and they were looking at us while we are eating. Like you ever see somebody look at you like they're gonna give you like a predator look, like they want to eat you? These dudes were like giving me that like I knew the way they looked at us, like them dudes was definitely trying to take our car or something, like or rob us. Ooh man, there's like smoke in the air. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Nah. Oh my gosh, that's painful. So when I sneeze, my back just hurts like crazy. I gotta be really careful when I sneeze because it makes my back hurt a lot. Um, really, I didn't know about that. What's the name of the restaurant? I can look it up. It's called Siboney. Siboney. Siboney, and it's in Humboldt Park area. Siboney. Siboney. Also, I am a Siboney Indian. My grandma on my dad's side was a native Cuban. And native Cubans are Siboney native Indians. So I wanted to go to this restaurant because it's Siboney and I'm Siboney, so I wanted to go there, which is a type of like Taino Indian. Well, anyways, I'm eating at this restaurant, bro, and they literally whacked somebody behind the restaurant. They got the whole squad team out there, big monster RV police cars with cameras and battering rams and all that. And I kid you not, bro. Like I told the girl, I'm sitting down to have dinner, right? And there's a glass window, and these two dudes walk by. When they walked by, they were looking at us. And in Chicago, you got to park like 2 blocks down the road. Where wherever you got to park like 2 blocks down the road. So we had parked like 2 blocks down the road. So I knew like these dudes were waiting for us to get out. So what I did is I gave the waitress. It was already late at night, so I gave the waitress like $10 tip extra, and I say, look, I'm gonna give you some extra tip. I know the restaurant's about to close, but let us hang out here for a minute. So I looked outside, and the dudes walked that way. When they walked the other way, I ran, got the car, because it was like 22 degrees, but there's people out and about either way. So when these dudes, because Katie walks kind of slow, so when they went the other way, I ran, got the car, came back, and I picked up Katie right in front of the restaurant because what I didn't want to do, I didn't want us to walk, and I left Katie with the wallets and cell phones. I just ran out there with the car keys because these dudes, bro, I know they were definitely gonna rob us. Like the way they looked at us while we were in this restaurant was like very aggressive. Glad you safe, bro. You gotta be careful. I will definitely look that up. Is it me or does it seem like New York has lost its status? It doesn't have the same status it used to. Seems kind of weird. Yeah, they've kind of have destroyed New York's image. It's still a great city. It's still a great city. And it's still the biggest city in America. Um, Chicago and New York are practically the same. I disagree though. Chicago's much more dangerous. New York is very safe. New York is a very safe city. Chicago is more unpredictable. Um, no, I think the population density is different. I think they're very different. Have you heard of good things about New Zealand? Yes, they say New Zealand's great. They have their problems too. But New Zealand is beautiful. Beautiful place. They have their problems like anywhere else. They don't let people move there. You can't move to New Zealand though. We got Buffalo for him. My family's in Buffalo. My family is from Humboldt Park when it was Polish and Jewish. Oh, that's pretty cool, David. Yeah, he has a lot of Jewish and a lot of Polish in Chicago. New Zealand is having racial problems. Yeah, they're starting to have some problems in New Zealand right now, and they're not letting people move there either. You can't just move there. A lot of people thought they could just move to New Zealand. They're trying to stop people moving there. I heard my South African moving to New Zealand. Yeah, they're trying to stop people from moving to New Zealand. You will get road rage in New Zealand. That's horrible. That's crazy. Oh, they're not. I'm not sure. I just know there's like New Zealand's that place where like there's good things and bad things going on. I know trafficking is because it's very expensive over there. Trafficking is a huge business over there because the prices are so high. New York's are moving to Carolinas, Florida because the taxes are too high in New York State. Yeah, New York is losing a lot of people, especially like upstate, a lot of the rural counties. See, like when people think about people moving out of New York, they automatically think New York City, but in reality, a lot of the people that are leaving New York are leaving like the rural counties and upstate. Man, I'm sorry. Hold on. A lot of people that are leaving New York are leaving like upstate rural counties. And upstate New York is huge. Okay, so we're not going to talk about politics here. Rick Cook, we don't talk about politics on our channel. Movie Clip says, what up, man? What happening? We're probably gonna get a bunch of Haitians coming to Florida now. With whatever's happening in Haiti right now, we're gonna get a bunch of Haitians come over here. Um, and they're not offering them any help, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I've already seen like a lot of homeless Haitians in San Antonio. Um, I saw a lot of homeless Haitians in Portland, Maine. So it's gonna get pretty bad with. I think they're gonna come in numbers. Está desvelado hacer. Son las 3 de la mañana, bro. Is this live? Yeah, we're live, bro. Son las 3 de la mañana aquí. Midnight in Las Vegas. It's 3 in the morning over here, Bobby. Everyone thinks the prime minister is racist, but he's not. Just because he decided to stop letting the moral people sit around all day, stop giving them millions of dollars. I don't even know what country you're talking about. You talking about New Zealand? I thought Haitians were usually sent directly back home. Um, yeah, that's kind of the case a lot of times now. There's a lot of legal Haitians in Florida. There's a huge Haitian community. A lot of them are legal. It depends. A lot of them were able to get political status many years ago. So Haitians have always been like where some of them are legal and some of them are illegal depending on their political status. We got the 239 in the house. What up, man? Faux miles. Faux my dog. I'll respect that, but you were just talking politics, big guy. If you want to regulate the conversation, regulate your life. How about I'll regulate you, man? Remove you from my channel if you don't freaking like it. I don't give a crap. You're not going to tell me what to do on my live stream. Block them, bro. I told him I talk about politics. I talk about whatever crap I want to because it's my YouTube channel. What the crap is your problem, bro? But over there, that New Zealand is a good place over the prime minister. See, we're talking, there's a difference between talking about social problems, like, immigration, social problems. Is not the same thing to talk about politics. When you start talking about Biden this or Trump that, that's when I got to put the brake on you. Why don't Haitians just cross the border in the Dominican Republic? Well, they used to do that, but the problem is they're trying to build a wall between the Dominican Republic and Haiti. There's a lot of tensions on the Dominican border right now. And the Dominican Republic will deport Haitians. The Dominican Republic, in like some of the poor neighborhoods, there's Haitians. But no, the Dominican Republic, they don't really, they'll deport Haitians. And they're having a lot of problems where like Haitians will cross, like the Dominican and Haitian border, there's places where you can just walk across like it's not a problem. And they're having problems with like A lot of Dominicans will cross into Haiti and steal or sell stolen vehicles. So there's kind of a black market where stuff that gets stolen in Haiti ends up in the DR, and things in the DR end up in Haiti. So there's already like a border conflict going on right now. The Dominican Republic is trying to shut down the border between Haiti and the Dominican Republic, also because like the Haitians are trying to like divert a river to get water for crops, but the way they're going about it will pretty much dry out the river. Now the Dominican Republic does that too, but they have engineers to make sure it's done the right way. So yeah, Haitians going into the Dominican Republic, easier said than done. And right now they actually have like police that go around the Dominican Republic, and if you even look Haitian, they'll pick you up. And it's not like the United States where they process you or nothing. Like, and there's even Dominicans that are black, and a lot of times they get picked up and sent back to Haiti just because they're black, and then they have to get back somehow. Like, it's really like they're not. It's not like the United States where you have this whole legal thing or this legal process. In the Dominican Republic, if they have cops that drive around in like big trucks, and if you look like a Haitian, they just pick you up, send you back to Haiti. You could be a legal Dominican citizen. You could be a Dominican citizen, and if you look Haitian and you don't really say anything, they'll pick you up, take you back to Haiti, even if you're a Dominican. So Dominicans don't play. New York. The problem with these live streams at 3 in the morning is the type of trolls we're getting on here. Greetings from Switzerland. And Dua Lipa make good music. I haven't heard Dua Lipa. It's like we got Switzerland in the house. Hello from Switzerland. Okay, I gotcha. I hear you. Switzerland in the house. Aren't a lot of Dominicans black? Yeah, but like, okay, so Dominicans speak Spanish and Haitians speak Creole. So, but it's weird because like you got Dominicans that are Haitians that are like they have a name for them. Like it's like I can't remember right now, but you have a lot of Haitians that are Dominican. Like their descendancy is Haitian, but their nationality is Dominican. Um, my uncle was Cuban. Rest in peace. Michigan in the house. Oregon in the house. Flavors Flowers. I want to go. That's one place I've been wanting to go to. Oregon. You're Dominican. Ah, pero qué lo que es mi tigre dominicano. Oh, pues tú eres dominicano. Pero qué lo que es. Oh, una jipeta bacana. Louisiana. Oregon. See, that's one place I haven't gone to yet. I saw California. That's about as far west as I got. I want to see the rest of the Pacific. I want to see the Pacific Northwest. We got to get up there. So there's a lot of stupidity late at night. I'm just going Uzbekistan. You live in Uzbekistan? Faizulo, do you live in Uzbekistan? There's an Uzbekistan restaurant here in Sarasota where I live. I've been trying to get Katie to go for the longest, but she's afraid. I'm just gonna have to go by myself. Every time I tell Katie, let's go to the Uzbekistani restaurant in Sarasota, she says no. Um, I've been trying to try new foods, but Katie won't do it. Katie's like reluctant to try new foods. Like we got some buddy watching from Uzbekistan. There's literally in Sarasota, Florida. There's literally an Uzbeki restaurant. When you call them on the phone, they don't even speak English. That's how you know it's authentic. That's how you know the food's good. But then, like today, I tried going to an Indian restaurant today. Like near where I live, there's an Indian restaurant. Now, I walked in there. I was like, "Hey, I would like to try your food. I've never had Indian food. I have to make sure that there's we have our food allergies, and we've never had Indian food. So like if I've never had Indian food, the person that's serving my food has to speak perfect English because I got a lot of questions. And the dude literally did not speak English at all. Like he was trying to get me to point at the menu to tell him what I wanted. And I was like, dude, I'm sorry, but I can't do this. Like I literally tried to have Indian food today. I've never had Indian food. I wanted to have Indian food. It looked amazing, but I've never had Indian food, so I got a lot of questions. Am I allergic to this? Is it spicy? Like I got a lot of a lot of questions. And bro, go to Dead Bob's at St. Pete. What do you think is better, New Zealand or Switzerland? I think they're both very nice countries. Very nice countries, both of them. But it's like, like I literally tried to have Indian food today for the first time. I was ready to have Indian food. Rice, chicken, and sauce is the best. I've never had Indian food. I tried to have Indian food, but he didn't know any English. Like I had too many questions. I couldn't just eat something if I'm allergic to it. Like if there's peanuts or almonds or whatever. And that's the problem we've had with a lot of Asian food is that a lot of Asian food has a lot of nuts, and both Katie and me have nut allergies, so we can't have it. New Zealand has fine women. I've never heard that. You look like Wreck It Ralph. I don't know, man. What you rather find 10,000 cockroaches in your bathroom or 10 unknown homeless people? What type of question is that? I'm with Katie on this one. Same international restaurants have unusual food safety standards. That's the thing. Like, I really wanted her to try this Uzbekistani restaurant. We've called them like 5 or 6 times on the phone because we have questions. And every time we call them, they don't even speak English. So it's like, I'm supposed to eat at your restaurant from a strange country that I've never had before. You at least gotta have one person that speaks English because I don't care how good your food is. I got food allergies. Am I eating a raccoon or am I eating a cat? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you gotta have somebody right there. All right, so let me just explain some stuff to y'all real quick. No Trump, no Biden, no wars. We talked a little bit about Haiti because people from Haiti are actually coming to Florida, and it's relevant to Florida. But that's about it. I don't want to get into all this. That's not. We don't do that on our channel, so don't go there. No politics. How's that big GMC pickup truck of yours doing? It's at the dealership, bro. Que clase de basura. Can you imagine that my truck broke before the first oil change? $70,000 truck didn't make it to the first oil change. All you people that are doing politics, what happens is I'm going to click on your thing and then I'm going to block you. I'm going to delete you from my channel. You understand what's happening here? All the people posting stuff um, about politics like that after I've told you not to, I'm just going to delete you from the channel. You're going to be deleted from the channel, period. We're not having that. Yeah. As long as you can eat pizza and burgers. What? No, don't delete me. I don't know who it was. I warned a few people a few times already. I don't know if it was you. I had no. There's messages that you can't read because YouTube's already blocking and that's the thing. If YouTube's already automatically blocking your message, then that should just kind of be an indication that you're already like. If YouTube automatically blocks your message, YouTube doesn't want you on here. It's not even me anymore. It's already YouTube's automatically blocking you. So I'm gonna be honest, man. It's disappointing. Toyota's garbage too, man. I test drove the Tundra. It was a piece of garbage too, man. That new Tundra, it might look cool, but it's a piece of garbage, man. Um, when you buy a $70,000 pickup truck, 65, 70,000, somewhere in that range, almost $70,000 truck. Before the first oil change, it's already back at GMC broken, and they're acting like, oh, they don't know what's wrong with it, or maybe it's my fault that it broke. Like, what the crap are you talking about, bro? I told them, man, I'll leave this truck at your dealership and I won't pay for it anymore. It'll be your problem. I mean, I told them straight up, like, hey, I will literally leave the truck at the dealership and not pay for it anymore. It can be your problem. Because how the crap are you going to sell me a brand new $70,000 truck and before the first oil change, it's got a bunch of problems, and you're gonna act like it's my fault that it's got these problems when they can't even figure out what's wrong with it. So I don't mess my credit. I'll get a lawyer, dude. Literally, it didn't make it to the first oil change. Can you imagine you drive a brand new truck off the lot, and before you get your first oil change, there's already stuff wrong and broken with it? Dude, that's $70,000. That's like buying a house. My truck is worth as much as a house, and it's already broken. But if it starts having problems, I'll leave it out there a lot, bro, because I just bought it like 2 months ago. So what's gonna happen is the bank's gonna say, "Hey, dude," even my bank might be like, "Hey, he's right." My bank, I'll call my bank. I'm gonna call my bank tomorrow. I think before I go to the dealership to pick up the truck, I'm gonna call the bank, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, we just financed this and it's already broken. Like, this is not looking good. GMC has a bad rep." Yeah, they really do, man. Like, the other GMs, you guys remember in 2020, I bought another GM truck. Remember the black truck that I had, the Chevy Silverado? I bought that one with 0 miles, and that one had problems too. So, like, I gave them another chance, bro. Like, this is already my second GM truck. In 2021, I bought a brand new Silverado, 0 miles off the lot. I paid for it cash, and it lasted 10,000 miles before I was just like, I'm done with this piece of garbage. Here we are in 2023. I go back and I buy another 0 mile truck. This time it's a GMC Sierra. Now, the one in 2021 was like a $45,000 truck. This is like a $70,000 truck. I am here again buying another $70,000 truck from these people. It didn't even make it to the first oil change. It's like very disappointing. But I might have to switch to Ford. You know, Toyota. I test drove the Tundras and they're garbage. The front the fender and the whole front end on the new Tundra is plastic. If you hit a rock, your whole fender cracks. It's all plastic. The seat when we sit down, it cracked. We test drove a $70,000 Tundra, and both my seat and Katie's seat cracked in the dealership before we even drove off the lot. Nissan, not a chance in the world. Not a chance in the world. I would rather walk than drive a Nissan. I'm not buying a Tundra. I'm not buying a Tundra. I test drove the new Tundras and they were garbage too. They were worse than the GMs. Nah, you ain't gonna catch me in on the. I might have to just go for Ford, get that Ford Raptor. A Tacoma. I don't fit in a Tacoma. I test drove a Tacoma, and it's actually smaller than the Tacoma is actually smaller than the Camry I had. So I'm thinking that Ford Raptor might be that Ford Raptor. I'm thinking I might want to see if I can get a Ford Raptor. Get one of those new Ford Raptors. They look pretty cool. What's bad about Nissan? What isn't bad about Nissan? Nissan is garbage, bro. Ford has a lot of everything's garbage these days. It doesn't matter Ford, everything's garbage. The word is fiat. Fix it again, Tony. I have a Volvo. It runs good. Yeah, exactly. You got a 2002 Volvo still running. Yeah, Porsche Cayenne. I like Porsches, but not the Cayenne, the Cheyenne, whatever. They're not the Porsche standard, you can say. I do like Porsches, but I think the Porsche's got a really good reputation. But you have to buy a really good one too. I don't thoughts on BMWs. Uh, Used to be bad. It's starting to look like a better option considering how I mean, if GMC doesn't make it to the first oil change, I mean, what could you say about BMW? Probably the same thing. A PT Cruiser truck, not a chance. Honda is nice. I do not drive Honda. Unless it's a motorcycle. Subaru actually is putting out good stuff. I hear they're good, but I'm not going to drive a Subaru. Look at that, bro. You got a 95 Caprice. It runs like a rape tape. Wanna be a baller, shot caller, 95 Impala. Getting paid tonight in a 95 Caprice. Look at that, man. Kush boy got that. Oh, man. Kush boy got that 95 Caprice. I know you got to sitting at least on 24s. At least. With the Fogies. Two kickers in the back. Alligator skin seats. That's a ride to have right there, bro. If you want a car that lasts forever, get a 95 Caprice. Candy paint. Candy paint. Put some 24s on it. Window tints. Alligator skin seats. An alligator head in the trunk. Right in between two 12-inch kickers. Hood dreams. Yeah, buddy. The new Broncos. I would even consider the new Broncos. I would consider a Ford, man. Dunedin, Delray Beach, or Melbourne, Florida. I would say Delray Beach. Dunedin's okay, too. It's a ghost town during the summer. I would hard pass on Melbourne. Melbourne is garbage. Melbourne, I would pass on Melbourne for sure. I have a BMW and an Infiniti. You should get a Camry, a red one if possible. Oh, and with rims. RV, I already had that. It was very reliable, but it was too small for me and Katie. And it did break down one time. It broke down on us once. I had to change the battery out of nowhere. And I was out of town, too. It was a nightmare. So, they were saying a horrible thing, but whatever. Me and Katie are big people. And the Toyota, I could feel that the transmission wasn't as good as when I bought it. About to go to Orlando from Nevada. All right, y'all. What's your favorite sports team? I don't really follow sports teams. I'll rock sports team clothing. I'll rock Louisville Cardinals, Kentucky Wildcats, Michigan Blue. I'll rock Miami Dolphins. Maybe Alabama just because it's red. Auburn. I'll rock Auburn. That's about it. A McLaren four-seater. I can't afford that. Guys, you can probably tell by my face that I needed some sleep. You like Michigan? I'm gonna go get some sleep, y'all. Look at my face. You can tell I'm sleepy, right? I'm gonna get some sleep, and I got a shower because I was at the gym. Would you try a Corvette if it came out? Corvette SUV. That sounds pretty cool. What are your thoughts on Pittsburgh? Ain't been there yet, but I don't think I like it. How is your back feeling better? Absolutely not, man. I'm going to physical therapy and it's horrendous. In fact, it's just unbearable. Guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. I mean, I'm sleepy. It's been a pleasure. I can't believe we got up to like 70 people earlier at 3 in the morning. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. We only got 26 likes. That's pretty low. Like and subscribe for sure. Thoughts on hockey, listen. My wife likes hockey a lot more than me. I always go for the Florida teams, of course. Go get a job. I don't need a job. I'm a YouTuber. It pays more, and it's better. I don't have a boss. I'm working right now. You didn't realize I'm working? I'm working right now. I'm working till my eyes red. What are you talking about? I'm working. Look at me. I'm working right now. There's gonna be a player hater everywhere you go, man. Bro, ice back 3 times a day. I am doing the ice. Been watching your travel videos. I pretty much grew up in Florida. You did a great job not profiling Canada. I've been lived in the last decade plus. No, yeah, man. I know a lot of people talk about California, but what I saw was I didn't see anything bad in California. I liked it. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go. I really can't go anymore. Look at my eyes, dang it. You can tell I'm tired. I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm gonna get some rest. Tomorrow I got a video coming for you guys about HOAs in Florida and how they're going up. You're watching, you get a job. You don't pay my bills. Why do you care if I have a job or not? You don't pay my bills. Why do you care about me having a job? You're not paying my bills. You pay my bills? If you ain't paying my bills, why you care? I'm out though. The next video I got coming tomorrow, probably you're gonna get it. Is going to be about It's going to be about HOA fees in Florida and how crazy they're getting. I'm gonna dive real deep into HOA fees. But I'm out for real. I gotta get some rest. Thank you guys so much for checking in.